All right, folks, good afternoon and welcome to this inaugural edition of the Four Aces Presents Roundtable, in which we will be discussing various topics, things from, politics, sports, the relations in between, and for the upcoming 4 or 5 shows, really, we will be discussing movies. We're all going to geek out here and give you our opinions on what some critics would say was one of the worst movies DC has ever put out, and other critics would say is one of the best. There's always people to sit on both sides of the spectrum. But today, I am Double K, and I am here with your boy Cole. Sup, Cole?
What up with it?
And I'm here with the Saint.
What's good with it, Planet Earth? What's good with it?
And we're going to share with you our thoughts on this movie that we've taken 2.5 hours out of our day to watch and just let you know. So I'm going to go on ahead and state it here, just like the parental warning says. There may be some language used that may not be appropriate for work. So if you're at work or someplace where you cannot listen to that type of language, please go ahead and turn this off right now. And also moving forward, if you have not seen Batman v Superman and you do not wish to know about it, because we're about to go into in-depth topics about the movie, I would suggest you stop listening at this point. I'm just giving those warnings right there to be fair to everybody, so that I don't want to hear nobody complaining about you ruining the movie for me or anything along those lines. So let's go ahead and get it going.
Damn straight. You're gonna call somebody, but anyway. Yeah, man, I had mediocre expectations for this movie. Just like I told you on the Raw Impact on East last week. And it didn't disappoint me because my expectations wasn't that high.
No, what do you mean by not that high, though? Because, like, you at least expected to see a good movie, not?
I seen a half of a good movie.
A half of a good movie, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't all with that. Like, I'd say a good 55% of the script was on point, character-wise. But then you got 45% of the action that it was just overblown, overdone, overrated.
See, I can agree, but I think it was proper to what they were trying to convey and what they were trying to do. Like they unfortunately, and we have a mutual friend, one Mr. Jamil Hemphill. Yes, I'm calling you out live on national radio or internet radio, and calling you out that you just don't like Zack Snyder, and you have a hatred for him ever since Man of Steel, and you feel like he ruined the Superman character, and for some maybe he did. But for myself, I never really saw Man of Steel all the way through. But this representation of Superman that I'm seeing in Batman v Superman is one that I enjoy. I've always thought that Superman and Batman should be how did the Saint put it, zero fucks given characters, and I thought that was portrayed very well in this movie. So Saint, why don't you go ahead and step up, give us some overall thoughts on Batman v Superman.
All right, this is my thing. I want to go ahead and get it out there to the public because I don't want nobody to get it wrong. I love this movie, okay? You know, for years, I have always been pretty much Team DC. I have a lot of respect for Marvel, for what they do because they had to step their game up because for me, this movie was something that I never thought would ever happen really in my lifetime. You know, for the elements that they brought together, if this is all I can say, if you really don't follow DC Comics like that or know the mythos, streamed back across the years or even what's going on with the New 52 and so forth, you just need to maybe catch up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like even Kevin Smith went and saw the movie twice, and he had a little more, liking to it from there. So it's like I loved it. I loved it. There were a few things that did kind of, you know,
Yeah.
kind of messed it up for me. I mean, Doomsday. Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real.
Well, and okay, and I don't know, Cole. What was your you like you said? You said you enjoyed half of a movie. So the entire fight scene with Doomsday, etc., is something that you didn't enjoy, or are
To
you
an
saying that's where the movie picked up?
extent, I think it could have been done a lot better. I think they spent way too much money on special effects to tell you the truth. Because most of the special effects should have went into Batman and his type of power, and Doomsday and a better Doomsday at that, and his type of power. Um, and Batman's always been the blowing up type. He's flipped police cars and blown them up. He's blown up buildings to get through them. He's more raw than anything. Not really spectacular measures and all that stuff. So and then put together, it escalated what was going on. Like Batman about to get shot up, right? He throws his hand and he goes, "Oh shit!" Throws his hands up. What the hell is that gonna do? He's done. If the blast hits him, he is done. Movie over. Superman wins. Then Superman and Wonder Woman have to fight. The whatchamadick they really want to try to give a character into.
Well, okay, and I can see where you're coming from with that, but I saw it from a different angle, and this was one of the things that upset me about the Batman v Superman dynamic. Is this okay? So they show Bruce Wayne. Lex Luthor gets a hold of this big ass piece of kryptonite from underneath the sea, and brings it to Metropolis, to LexCorp, right? Brings it in. Superman or Batman comes in. Bruce Wayne steals it. So Bruce Wayne can take this kryptonite. He can take it. He can turn it into fucking kryptonite powder to put in these little jars and shoot at Superman. He could turn it into a fucking kryptonite spear, but he didn't think to turn it into anything that he could effectively coat his suit in. Therefore, effectively de-arming Superman as soon as he got within feet of him. You don't need the big metal suit around you if the bat suit is laced with kryptonite. Then all Batman has to do is just beat Superman down while he's weakened from kryptonite. Those were the little things that bugged me, but didn't necessarily stop me from enjoying what I saw. It was one of those type of things. These are always questions I've always had about certain things when it comes to DC movies, comic books, and animated movies. But it was kind of it's kind of awkward, and you'll notice on the scene I'm talking about. But when Batman finally chimed in and basically he's about to kill Superman with the kryptonite spear, and Superman says something about Martha. And to be honest with you, it was a nice little reveal to me because I know most comic book geeks, most people who've read the comic books know that there's Martha Wayne and there's Martha Kent. They're both Batman and Superman had their mothers had the same name. I was unaware of that until that moment when Batman's flipping out. Why did you say that? Why did you say that name? I'm like, wait, oh yeah, both their mama's name is Martha, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
And so it was one of those moments that kind of hit me awkward, but it once again did not stop me from enjoying the movie. Cole, any thoughts?
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't disappointed and walked out and all that. And looking at statistics online while you was rubbing that on, like you, no, I'm disappointed. The popping up Rotten Tomatoes, right?
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes says it's scored at 71% among over 180,000 fans, right? So that's 29% negative. And then you roll over to here. Let me take this over to a different site. Boom. We're actually at Metacritic right here. So this is supposed to be the bad side towards the movie. The meta score is 44 on it, which I don't agree with. I think it should be a lot better. And out of 10, with 2,800, over 2,800 um, ratings on it, it's 7.4 out of 10. So I'm in favor of the fan.
Right.
You know, it was better than it was worse, but because of the script, I said 75% of the script was great. You know what I'm saying? We could have had 45 more percent of great script. The action and going over the top with all the special effects might not have affected me as much. Like, look, I just didn't feel that the script like completed a lot of things.
Okay, so
It
well,
just felt like an origins movie for me, and we've had plenty of origins movies. Even though it was not Batman's origin or Superman's origin, it was the origin of finding Negan. And
well,
then
I
they
mean,
did have origins in it with Wonder Woman showing up. But
well, I
it,
mean,
it
let me throw a little something in there for you though, bro. Because and I mean, I see what you mean. You know, I do like the fact that this particular movie they only reflected a couple of seconds with you know Bruce Wayne's situation. You know him. You know at the funeral of his parents. You know, and then falling through the cave, and then that was cool. For just for that because I mean the like the Batman origin's been played like how many times in what in every movie everybody had a different spin on it. So you're right, we don't need another like origin story as far as I'm concerned, but I feel that they did just enough and then build up their relationship because I mean that was the name of the movie, Dawn of Justice. I mean the movie to me had its bad points and it had its good points. But I think the only thing that pissed me off about that movie was probably not just Doomsday, but Eisenberg's performance as the Luthor. It was kind of disturbing. It was kind of disturbing. Now that I really look at it and analyze it, I mean, I guess he was supposed to be Lex Luthor Jr. or something. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Lex Luthor's son.
Okay, so really, I'm like, they kind of like messed that up for me because Luthor was supposed to be fucking intimidating. I mean, he was intimidating, but in a funny, psycho, jokery type of way.
yeah. Or even to go to the Riddler almost in that insane type thing. It was like a mixture between the Riddler and the Joker. It wasn't quite either character. I feel you for sure on that. Um, but yeah, man. I I really didn't see a great outcome or a startup for the Justice League that's coming out, which Superman's gonna be a
Yeah,
part of.
that.
I didn't see a lead into that.
Well,
And
I
trust me,
mean,
I didn't say past the credits either. Kind of like Marvel does. I guess DC was going to try to do it too. And say past the credits and see something happen. So I didn't say that wrong. So if something did happen, that's cool. But it didn't really feel like a lead in
well,
to a movie
I
that's
can
coming out.
honestly. Well, I
In a
mean,
year.
I can honestly tell you. Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But I'm gonna honestly tell you, this movie really didn't need to have. I believe that post movie credit thing, now are so, cliche. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all these superhero movies. I mean, Marvel to me is the only one that really has the magic touch to do that because they build up on that anticipation. They know that at the end something is coming. But I feel that this movie should have this particular movie, I believe, should have had. Now looking at it, probably should have had a post-credit scene, but I mean, the post-credit scene to me was already done at Superman's funeral when the rock started to crawl. So it's like I felt there was nothing need to be more said than that.
Here's a way that they could have done a post-credit scene that would have made it work. Is that if you have Superman die, you immediately cut to the scene. You immediately after they bury him, cut to the scene. Instead of cutting to Bruce and Diana, you cut to the top of the coffin. You see the things rise. Then the credits cut. After the credits, you come back to Bruce and Diana standing there, and that's when they have the conversation where Bruce says they will come together and they must fight because something is coming, and I feel it in my gut. That sets up your Justice League Part 1, which is the next major movie that you're going to see all of them in perfectly. And you can still have the end credit scene and still have it be credible. I just think DC didn't do an end credit scene with this because they're trying so hard not to be Marvel. If you look at everything from the tone of the movie to the fact that there was so much just in your face, slap you in the mouth death in this movie, outside of Deadpool, that's really and the Wolverine movies, those are really the only Marvel movies that had that level of carnage in it. And so I think that Batman v Superman in not doing a post credit scene once again had more to do with DC not trying their hardest not to be Marvel than it had to do with anything else. Like I just think that like you said, it's not necessarily to me it's cliche. It's just to me that's a Marvel thing. And DC's trying to go a different way and blaze their own path, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree with you. It definitely is a Marvel thing, but since collaborating and letting Spider-Man go to Captain America Civil War, I just expected more out of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But still, we ain't talking about Marvel. We talking about DC and Batman v Superman.
Well, I'll say this. This, as far as a setup for what's to come, it did a pretty good job. Like a female friend of mine at work said she saw the movie, and her opinion was that the first half of the movie was extremely slow, but after the fighting picked up, the movie got good. I kind of was like, you kind of want to explain it to people sometimes. I'm like, well, there's a lot of story to be told in this one movie. Like, effectively, yes, Superman's story has already been told because the movie opens up basically right where Man of Steel left off. So Superman's story has already been told. So now you got to tell Batman's story. The next movie to come out, I believe, is Wonder Woman, right?
Yeah, Wonder Woman is the next one slated because if anybody saw the quote unquote Easter eggs, know that standing next to her was the lead actor from the Star Trek series, Chris Pine, and he's going to be taking on the role as Steve Trevor. And the one dynamic that I actually like going back is that they're taking it back to World War I because Wonder Woman was actually a character that was created, right at the edges of World War II. And then next year is also her 75th anniversary year. So this is going to be, I believe, a very perfect launch for this series. DC's gonna go big next year with this whole thing. And I enjoyed the movie. There were elements of it that to me was from pretty much all of the years. It's just that they put a different tone on it. And I honestly believe this movie was made for the ones that have been waiting to see something, for years. I mean, let's face it, everybody wants everybody wants certain heroes to kind of stay the same, okay? And yeah, I have to call my good friend Jamil out on this one. Sorry, bro, but I got to make this because I haven't I had thought about maybe doing a review in this movie, but I'm glad we got this round table together to actually discuss this. And I'm going to say this: everybody knows that Superman created in 1939. Okay, there have been 4 ages. You have the Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age. You know, now you got the Millennials and stuff like that. And I believe that this particular Superman that they have in the New 52, I mean, he's kind of a hard ass. He's kind of a hole in a sense to me. He's a little more smug, but at the same time, in a world that has changed so much, you know, yes, it's great to be that wonderful hero, to have that, you know, that one beacon of hope that, you know, it's all good, and a Superman that was tossing planets around and everything like that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there were elements, but people looked at Superman like when they did that epic rap battles of history, and you listen to that, and you listen to how the Goku versus Superman thing, and how he said he's pretty much been the same way since what was it, 1950 or something like that. Yeah. And in some senses, all the way up until 1985 when they revamped Superman the first time, you know, with the Man of Steel series, he was going through changes. You know, you got to meet. Sometimes you have to meet with the times. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be the same compassionate, but he's an alien from another planet. I mean, he's not going to automatically come down here and think, okay, here it is, I'm an American, blah, blah, blah. He's asking questions about himself. He has to be on a journey to find himself and to see what he's all about. And I believe that's why, that's what Man of Steel was representing. A brand new Superman that you got to put a different spin on the tales. You know, if, some people, I know he doesn't like Zack Snyder. Okay, I'm not saying that Zack Snyder is one of the greatest directors in the world, because I mean, look at the atrocity we had with Watchmen, and yes, I can officially tell you that I did not like that movie.
No,
However, wait, wait,
Completely reverse on that, because he loved Watchmen. Hates Man of Steel.
No, fuck that. I'm gonna tell you something. Watchmen, in that instance, I mean, no, we're just gonna stick to the subject. Okay, but yeah, because I had that disdain for that movie. That movie fucking killed me, man. I fell asleep on half of it, and it was terrible.
Watchmen,
okay,
but
but the thing about it is that, you know, every director is gonna take a little bit of something and add to it, because I can tell you right now, this Batman here is the best one by far all. Henry Cavill is good. He's a good Superman, but, you know, the journey to find himself, that was a good story. A different take on Krypton. And with this movie, now he's finally finding himself and what he needs to do, and he's taking the responsibility of his actions. However, it was a trap. But he redeemed himself.
To an extent, like
he redeems himself, and I love the quality of that. And I mean, the other Superman, maybe back in the day, you know, would try his best to not kill an enemy, and I think that was one of the things that disturbed people about the ending of Man of Steel, because he took and snapped Zod's neck. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, that was the last of his kind, or was it? But I mean, you about to start extinguishing humans? Are you kidding me? Gotta go see you.
All right, let's pause right there.
I'm just surprised he didn't kill Luthor.
Yeah. Well, he almost did. But all right, we'll talk more about that after the commercial break. We're gonna go back to back here, and then we're gonna come back and keep talking this Batman v Superman. So go ahead and keep listening in. You're listening to the first ever 4 ACES roundtable, talking Batman v Superman here with the Saint, Double K, and your boy Cole. All right, folks. Now let me tell you a little bit about where 4 ACES stretches beyond just Spreaker.com. and our radio shows here, the plethora of radio shows and different voices that you hear here. We also have our hands out there in the world of video blogs with the Raw Impact Unleashed, as well as Double K's Classroom blog, the West Coast Bias .blogspot.com is one of our first video blogs, as well as the Raw Impact Unleashed blog, .blogspot.com, which is another one of our video blogs, as well as our fan pages, which are updated almost every other day to every day for the Raw Impact Unleashed, Planet of Coal, Double K's Classroom, 4ACES Presents in general, and also Now versus Then and Now versus Then West. You can find Facebook fan pages for all your favorite 4ACES shows, as well as you can find us on YouTube now, where you can see the first 3 episodes of the 4ACES Presents web series, produced by one and only Saint, out there killing it, getting the killer interviews. So keep listening in. We get a couple of new episodes about every month to every other month. So it's a great watch. I've starred in a couple of the episodes. We have great bands and great artists, as well as great hosts from Crazy Chick Productions and Essie from Dirty Talk 101. So guys, keep checking us out. We're constantly expanding, and this world of 4ACES Presents is constantly getting better. Peace. What's up, world? This is Double K here from West Coast Bias, otherwise known as K Double from the Raw Impact Unleashed as well. I'm here to tell you about the weekly lineup for 4ACES Presents here on Spreaker.com. Mondays, we have Now versus Then at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. On Tuesdays, we have IROC Radio, 11:30 a.m. On Wednesdays, we have Now versus Then West coming on at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, about 1 in the morning Eastern. On Fridays, we have Revolving Door episodes, or Revolving Door Fridays as we call it, as it's Double K's Classroom and Planet of Coal, giving you your weekly doses of entertainment value. Then on Saturdays, we have the Trollgazer Gaming Show featuring James B. and Randy. You be sure to listen into them because they'll be sure to make you laugh. And on Sundays, as usual, we have West Coast Bias featuring the amazing one O'Malley, Mr. Suave himself, and Double K, and every now and then the one and only Coach, The Duel. So be sure to keep listening in to 4ACES Presents right here on Spreaker.com. Peace.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. You are listening to 4ACES Presents The Round Table with Double K, myself, the Saint, and your boy Cole. And we are talking about chopping it up and giving our literal 2 cents about the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice movie, which premiered, of course, last week. And my sons and I and another family friend and so forth, we went to go see it along with Double K and our very own Randy from Trollgazer Gaming, 2 Guys, 1 Console, which will be on right after this episode. And of course, you guys go over there and catch them in James B and see what they chop it up about. But anyway, back to this mix. All right. I want to talk a little bit about Batman. Okay. I know we're not done with Superman, but I want to talk a little bit about Batman. And my 2 cents is this. In my lifetime, I have seen 5 different Batmans, or actually 6. I think it would be 6. Okay. And well, I'm talking about since I was born. Well, no. Hey. I was born after Adam West. Well, no, because he played the role a couple more times. So, okay, so you got Adam West, you got Michael Keaton, you have Val Kilmer, the man that killed it, George Clooney, Christian Bale, and now Ben Affleck. And this is what I'll say for this. Ben Affleck, to me, is the complete Batman, okay? I love the fact that they kind of used Frank Miller's interpretation on it because he's tired as hell. You know, he's been doing this for a long time. Blase. I mean, you could tell that the guy was pissed, okay? This is a Batman that I like, okay? I like Batman being aggressive. I mean, I understand that, you know, the 60s almost killed Batman off. You know, they were going to cancel the book almost into the 70s, you know, and to me that would have been kind of cruel. I feel that when Frank Miller did his interpretation with the Dark Knight series, this is the Batman that I wanted to see. An experienced Batman that can eventually teach Superman the ropes and how it is. I mean, they're always going to have their difference of opinion, okay? But I believe that Affleck did the job. Batman could turn his head. He wasn't able to turn his head back in the Michael Keaton days or even the Christian Bale days. You know, I mean, they always wore armored suits. This is the first one that actually made sense to me. And it wasn't fake muscles on suits and all that other kind of crap, okay? This was a real deal Batman that kicked ass and gave zero fucks on how he was delivering his pain.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, so
his Bruce Wayne, however, though.
Yeah. Okay. Cole, I'll let you speak before I break down my interpretation of this particular Bruce Wayne. But what's your thoughts on the subject?
Well, I gotta say he did have a muscular suit at the end when he wasn't metallic Batman anymore.
Yeah.
So he did have, you know, a big rubber suit on and all that. Just for a minute, but he still had it on.
Yeah.
I like the metallic suit. I agree with you. I'm saying it was tight, especially when he turned on the lights, so he could even see it in the dark. You know.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a throwback to when the Joker, not the Joker, but the Riddler asked Batman in previous movie that I can only see at night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, the riddle that he gave him, and he goes, a bat, and then he throws the things and lends them down. It wasn't quite LED style, but it was kind of like a throw. I felt like that was a throwback to that movie. So you know, keeping true fans that have seen all the movies, even the bad ones, was like could, you know, relate to the drop down. I even thought that in the trailer the first time I seen it. Superman, I'm so glad they didn't do a Metropolis back to it. The only thing I didn't like about Metropolis and Gotham is basically it was San Francisco and Oakland. That's where they put them. That's where they put them on the map. I didn't like that because Gotham is like New York City, basically, in my mind. And then, you know, in the D.C. world, that's like Washington, D.C. and, you know, Pennsylvania, you know, uppity more towns, instead of, you know, the grunge of New York and stuff like that, or the type of New York, even though Gotham isn't New York, you know, just had that feel to it, that darkness to it. I know I mentioned Spider-Man, but Spider-Man be hanging out in New York, a whole bunch of other Avengers. But anyway, I didn't like that being across from the base from each other. Okay. Why not team up and take out everything? Like Batman does all the recon, and Superman comes in because ain't nobody gonna shoot him and hurt him, and that's the thing. Now we got a true dynamic duo.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now, I'll have to say that I do differ with you in saying on a couple of points. First and foremost, I actually will. One of the selling points and one of the things that I actually enjoyed about the movie was the fact of how they positioned Gotham and Metropolis as neighbor cities, as opposed, because I always pictured, like you said, I always pictured Gotham as New York, Metropolis more as San Francisco, and them being basically across the country from each other. But I actually did enjoy that. That to me, the story that they told, it made sense to what they were trying to do. But now, as far as the Batman,
I gotta say this. The only reason that I would like it is San Francisco's over there. I'm in Oakland, so technically I'm in the Gotham of Oakland.
right?
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Batman symbols right now in the studio. So I'm happy to be a part of Gotham in that scenario.
Well, okay, so all right, I get what you're saying, but no, okay. So back, my main issue, my only issue, enjoyed the way that Ben Affleck played the character of Batman. What I did not enjoy was this. Visually, my mind, and this may only be my mind, and that's okay with me. My mind could not reconcile Bruce Wayne being bigger outside of the Batman suit than he is inside of the Batman suit. Sans the big bulky metal suit that he wore outside when he battled Superman, at least visually to me, Batman looked slimmer and smaller in the bat suit than he did when he was out. When he was out, he looked like Kimbo Slice. He just looked super swole, looked like he just got done doing a 15-year bid in Gotham Federal Penitentiary and was running the Aryan Nation while he was in there. Is Batman just looks super fucking swole as Ben Affleck, and maybe they could have got Ben Affleck to look more like, I hate to say it, more like Chris Pine, because they're about the same body frame and size. Like, come on, like.
Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry, just for me that was visually that was a problem, but I enjoyed the character, the heart of the character itself, and another thing that I enjoyed was that they had a tendency to mesh characters. Like you saw a meshing of Lex Luthor and Joker, and how Jesse Eisenberg played Lex Luthor's son, and you also saw a mix of Alfred and Lucius Fox, and how Jeremy Irons played the Alfred character. But your thoughts about the go ahead, bro.
Okay, hold on. Okay, as I said before, okay, going in, this Batman was based off the Frank Miller, The Dark Knight Returns. Okay. And at that time, Batman was 55. He's a big motherfucker, man. In the book,
yeah,
and it's Bruce Wayne. He was old, and you got to remember,
hold on, yes,
he's
always
older.
He's always had that V shape. Bruce Wayne has always been in shape and had that V chest, but he's always been able to go from looking sleek and slim as Bruce Wayne to Batman. And having the muscles and
that's
all
what I'm
that.
saying. He was that swole. He was in the book. He was in that. In the movie, he was that swole.
But in the movie, wait a minute.
Dude,
I will have to see this picture because like I said, Ben Affleck looked like he just stepped out an MMA ring, and like I don't know, dude was that swole. I've seen a lot of the what was it? The Batman. What was the animated series? Batman the animated series, and how Bruce even in his older age was big. But slim down for the next one. And I swear to you, I read an article that maybe I hope it's an April Fool's, that Halle Berry may be reprising her role as Catwoman in the solo Batman film. And you can take that solo Batman film. And I even said it. I didn't think Affleck could fuck up the Batman series after the way he played Batman and Batman v Superman. Did such a great job. I was like, dude, he can't fuck it up. Then that article came up. This is how Affleck fucks up the Batman series. He brings back fucking Halle Berry as Catwoman. I'd rather see Eartha Kitt, her old ass out there going brrr, before I would rather see Halle Berry as Catwoman again.
It actually would destroy it because her name, Halle Berry, did not play Selena Kyle.
Okay, yeah, no, what, in this movie?
she was a different Catwoman than the actual Catwoman that we've known for ever and a day.
Now, once again, guys, I'm gonna announce spoiler because I'm gonna bring this up, and I want the guys' thoughts on it. What did y'all think about the fact that Jimmy Olsen lasted all of about 17 seconds in the entire movie?
You know, I really, you know what, I'm gonna tell you, I really didn't peep that out until the end credits, because in the end credits I saw Jimmy Olsen. I was like, did I miss something? What the fuck? How the fuck was Jimmy Olsen in the movie? He was the photographer.
Yeah, he's the photographer that gets killed.
I was like, dude. I was like, that was fucked up too.
That was Cole. Your thoughts? Like, man.
Man, straight up, jacked up bullshit happened. But if you want to see Jimmy Olsen, you can tune in to Supergirl every week. They have a Jimmy Olsen on there as well.
Notice, for the first time ever, the white version of the character died first. For the first time ever, the white Jimmy Olsen dies before the black Jimmy Olsen. But as sooner or later, they're going to kill off Miak Brooks. You bet. Watch. Oh, that's another thing. What's up?
It could be different time frame, so everybody's younger in all these other stuff.
That's the character that Ben Affleck is based off of.
Right, but he still doesn't look. See,
yeah, he's dude.
But I'm saying he's yacked, but like, you know, it's the way that suit looked on him. Like, I can see it, but like, yeah, nah. He went too far with it. He bulked up for the role and took it a step too far. But so you see, now you didn't make me lose track of where I was going with that. So
since you lost track, I just had a thought pop in my mind. I like the pun that they used in the movie where it was like, go ahead and take a seat, Smallville.
Yeah.
So, Smallville TV show, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne as Perry Ellis was brilliant. Perry White. Whoever chose to cast him is that role epic. Like I think basically he's just as good. He was just as good as J. Jonah Jameson playing what's his name?
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, playing him in the Spider-Man movies. Like, he just fit that role. Larry Fishburne had it down. From the conversation that he has with Clark Kent, where he looks at him and says, "Nobody cares about a story about a fight between Superman and a bat." Killing
Clark Kent and the Batman.
Yeah, he's just great, man. And see, it's epic to me that they chose the right characters for the right roles. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to look at the entire cast and say one person didn't fit, it was Lois Lane. I hate to say it. I don't know why the woman that played Lois Lane just didn't hit me right. But like, I just
Amy. You talking about Amy? You talking about from this movie?
Yeah, in this movie.
Oh man, Amy Adams is look. Amy Adams has taken this role, and to me, other than Noel Neill from the old school Superman. No disrespect to Margot Kidder, because she was a great Lois Lane, but she played Lois Lane like she's supposed to play Lois Lane, a fierce journalist. I mean, and you seen, because if you notice in Man of Steel, she gave zero fucks about what you thought about her. She was going there to get the story done, and I like the way Amy Adams played it. I didn't like how Kate Bosworth did it in Superman Returns. Margot Kidder was a classic, contemporary 70s, 80s, that sort of thing. And Noel Neill, who played pillbox hat Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Okay. And, she's a journalist in the 2000, in the millennials, the 2010s, this decade, and Lois Lane's supposed to be, she ain't supposed to be like, I'm fixing to take it. Fuck that.
Well,
hey, man.
Go ahead.
You can't forget to mention Lois and Clark with motherfucking Terry Hatcher. She was awesome as Lois Lane.
Terry Thatcher as Lois and Clark.
Yeah. Okay.
She was pretty awesome.
Okay. She was. You know what? And I forgot about Terry Hatcher. Okay. That's another one because I mean I did like the Lois and Clark series. I watched the entire 4 seasons, but and I mean you have a point because Lois Lane she fit for that era.
Right.
Yeah,
She was a Lois Lane for that era and that decade. Each Lois Lane
exactly.
has had that. But what I'm saying is that Amy Adams, like to me, she killed it.
Well, I'm not saying she
Yeah,
didn't. I'm not saying she didn't
I mean,
do a good job of acting the role. I'm just saying it to me. Okay, Henry Cavill to me because of Man of Steel, because of how he's developing as a Superman character, he fits the role. Who was it? Ben Affleck. As much as I had an issue with him visually, I thought acting wise, he fit the role. Did a damn good job with it. Jeremy Irons, same thing. Thought he did a great job with it. As much as some people may criticize Jesse Eisenberg's version of Lex Luthor or Alexander Luthor, his son, I personally enjoyed it. Yeah, he did look like a crackhead. That was Jones before Fix, but I think that's part of the whole character. Is that the Lex Luthor character in general though at times he can be calm and direct, he's always been a little off because his genius makes him crazy. Like they say, if a person is a genius,
yeah,
the odds are they're gonna go crazy.
you getting off subject, man. We're talking about the progression and the evolution of the Lois Lane character, which she played a great character as her own. She made Lois Lane her own,
Well, no, I wasn't getting that.
just like
That's my ultimate
previous
point.
Lois Lanes did.
I took the long way to get there, but that's my ultimate point. Is that as all the other characters I enjoyed them as the roles that they were playing. If like I said, if you put me underneath the gun and ask me one character that didn't fit to me, it was Lois Lane. Like I'm not saying she did a bad job as Lois Lane. I'm not saying that like she did a horrible job. Just to me, she was the only one that didn't visually fit the role that she was playing.
Right, I feel you. But I can't wait since we've had a heated discussion on this. I can't wait till you find the character that you didn't think played right in Suicide Squad.
That's the next one, by the way, guys. I was wrong. I went and looked up the timeline. Suicide Squad is the next DC movie to come out.
Yeah,
Actually, did either of you guys read the report that they said they're going back and reshooting a bunch more of Suicide Squad so that there's adding more humor to the movie is what they're trying to do, according to what they said. That they are trying to make it more funny because of the reaction that they got. I don't know, Cole, if you happen to see the preview, the most recent preview where they used the Bohemian Rhapsody song
yeah,
and cut up the scenes with the Suicide Squad movie, and they said that trailer got such a great response that they decided to go with a lot more yeah, that's Marvel. That's the Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, it's cool. He want to say, but yeah, but he want to say but they want to make the movie a lot more funny because they said that a lot of the people that reviewed that trailer said that they liked it because of the humor that was involved. So here I'm gonna pass you over to the Saint. Cole, your thoughts on the Suicide Squad trailer, the most recent one?
it was awesome, and this is actually one of the movies I'm excited about.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to it because folks, like I said, if you don't follow the comics and don't know what's going on, then yeah, you're gonna be asking questions. But I mean, a Suicide Squad movie, I think is gonna be really, really great because it's the first movie of its type. Um, Will Smith playing Deadshot, I'll have to see. I'm having my doubts about that, but we'll see what happens. Okay, but Margot Robbie playing Harlequin, yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
that that's going to absolutely work. And one of my other favorite villains in there, um, definitely Jai Courtney. Um, is definitely going to be in this movie. I think he plays Rick Flag, if I'm not mistaken, or was it Captain Boomerang? I think it was Captain Boomerang, but I know he's in this movie. I've liked him ever since the very much not loved. Was it Live Free and Die Hard? And no. It was the A Good Day to Die Hard, where he played his son with in that movie. He played John McClane Jr. with
Yeah, you played in the
opposite Bruce
Terminator,
Willis.
the latest Terminator movie too.
Yeah. He played. That's right, and he played Kyle Reese in Terminator Genesis. But I'm actually looking to see how this movie is going to work and how Jared Leto is going to play the Joker, because
Hey,
once again,
man,
this character is coming under scrutiny. Come on,
this
come on.
Joker, this Joker, I hate to say it because like it's been a revolution with the Jokers too. I love Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Then I love fucking Heath Ledger as the Joker. And there was two different variations of that. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
now,
well, to me, I think I honestly think Heath Ledger played him the best. Heath Ledger played the Joker how he was actually supposed to be without dropping into the chemicals, because the Joker is that psychotic. I mean, he's fucking nuts.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
both Ledger and Nicholson both brought different things to the Joker that didn't necessarily exist in the original Joker. I think Nicholson took his take from the more like the earlier Joker, the 1950s Joker, that had a touch more class than
Right.
crazy. Whereas
Right.
Heath Ledger took his Joker from a more modern day Joker that
Right.
had more crazy than cool. And I think both portrayed the character extremely well. If you had to ask me to make a top 5 list, they may be 1A and 1B, because they both brought something different to the Joker that didn't necessarily exist in the character, or that not that didn't exist, but that wasn't necessarily prominent in the character, and maybe not what we expected to see, which is why they're so critical, or people are so critical of those two. But I personally do think that those two were the best. Nicholson and Ledger portrayed the Joker as you would expect to see the Joker if the Joker was a person walking down the street in front of you, and it all depends on which version of the comic book Joker that you read.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're talking about Jared Leto as Joker in Suicide Squad. It's gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be the Joker best.
Now,
I got top 3 Jokers. Jack Nicholson's at the bottom. Heath Ledger number 2, and I believe Jared Leto will take number 1.
we'll have to see, because I mean, it for me it's like this. Number 4, of course, you can't forget Cesar Romero, because he was the first one to play the Joker in the 1966-68 series. So, I mean, I did like his Joker because, I mean, he was just, meant to be funny during a time when things really needed to be funny. But when
I said top 3.
but then my order would be 4 Cesar Romero, 3 would have to be Jared Leto, because I don't know what his take is yet. Number 2, no disrespect to Jack Nicholson, I loved his Joker, but Heath Ledger owned that role. He owned it.
So much so that it killed him.
Yeah.
No, there's true speculation that role, that how dark that role got and how hard he felt he needed to go and how dark he needed to get, attributed to some of his depression that eventually caused him to commit suicide.
Well, let's not talk about all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're talking about Suicide Squad, not real suicide. No, Heath Ledger is my number 1. I'm just saying, I believe Jared Leto will take his place.
For sure. Okay, well, we will have to see. This is one of those wait and sees. I personally think that the girl.
I believe it comes out in June, right?
May. I believe May 6th is the release. It's creeping up on us, man. These movies are dropping on us like bombs left and right. So keep them coming, guys. And actually, remember that we'll most likely be doing a roundtable on, I want to say, at least 90 to 95% of these superhero movies, these Marvel and DC movies. So you can expect to hear more from us when Suicide Squad. But the next big one is Captain America Civil War. And I know I'm looking forward to seeing that. Cole, what about you?
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing it too. I'm more excited than I was to see Batman. Not as excited to see Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
They pretty much burned out all the Captain America movies and Avenger Age of Ultron and all that shit on the movie channels that I have. So it's kind of like another one. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy it.
True. Saint, yourself?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Basically for the debut of Black Panther. I want to see that, but definitely bringing the wall crawler to the Marvel side of things now. It's gonna be on. I'm ready for this, and I want to see how these events are gonna play out. We just need one more franchise to make it complete, to bring it in, and we'll be good.
All right, guys. So that we're gonna have to wrap it up because we got to make way for Troll Gazer and James B and Randy and all them boys at 2 Games 1 Console. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. This has been the 4 Aces Presents Roundtable. Like I said, our next one to come out should be right after Captain America Civil War. But as far as the 4 Aces Presents lineup, be sure to listen to West Coast Bias tomorrow, and be sure to listen to Raw Impact Unleashed Special Edition episode on Monday night, going live at 8 p.m. as soon as the Raw ends. That will be with me. What's up?
I said, you know it.
Yep, that'll be with myself and your boy Cole. And you can catch the Saint on Wednesday night with some Now versus Then. And then we'll be back again on Thursday with Raw Impact. And then I believe we got Planet of Cold this Friday. And then another Troll Gazer next Saturday, and West Coast Bias again Sunday. So full week of full,
wait a minute,
hold on.
And then don't forget, we have a brand new show premiering next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and that is the one and only Brick Wilkes. And this is going to be our first show coming out of New York City. So we're happy to make that happen. I'm just looking forward to seeing what she's gonna bring to the table. So that that's like almost 12 active shows in our roster. So we're looking to make it happen, and we got a lot of stuff. April's gonna be a busy month. We got the web series coming up. The
autism awareness video.
Yep.
I'm about to go on ahead and play here to close us out, guys. A little commercial that debuted last night, starring myself and my soon-to-be wife. So y'all listen in, and it's going to tell you a little bit. As soon as the Saint finishes up, it's going to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be celebrating and doing this month in regards to autism awareness.
Okay, and quickly before we head out, we do have another show that will be starting, I think, on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, and that is 30 Days, 30 Poets. And, of course, it's not going to actually just go 30 days a show every day, but we're going to have we're doing our thing for National Poetry Month, so we want to make sure that those out there in the poetry community, y'all come through, as this show will be hosted by the one and only Lyrical Toy, former host of One Mic Radio on network, and I think that's about it.
All right, Cole, any last words for these people before we shut this down?
Shit, y'all take it easy.
Hey, what's up? This is Carmen, aka Moon Shadow, speaking to you with my partner Double KK Double, the 4 Aces Presents Network.
That's right. You guys know me as Double KK Double. I'm here right now with my partner, Miss Carmen, and she's here to tell you a little bit about what we're going to be asking you to do this month and what we're going to be talking about.
April 2nd is Autism Awareness Day, and you know what that means. It's time to light it up blue. Meaning, on April 2nd, replace one light bulb to blue and take a pic of you with it shining and post it to the hashtag LightItUpBlue, LIUB, hashtag Autism Awareness, and also to the 4 Aces Presents Network.
The 4 Aces Presents fan page will be where you guys will want to go ahead and give us those pics. We're also going to be challenging you to do one thing for us, and this is only if you want to participate. We are putting together a YouTube video for autism awareness that we're going to debut towards the end of the month in one of our webisodes. So we would like you, the listener, to get involved by learning one fact. That's right, one new fact about autism, and then going ahead and shooting about a minute and a half video, letting us know what that fact is, who you are, and where you're from. That's it, people.
Let's find out what you learn.
For sure. So once again, April 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. But April is Autism Awareness Month. And even The Rock believes that you should be going ahead and lighting it up blue with us here at the 4ACES Presents Radio Network.
That's right.
So
light it up blue, folks. It's the best way to show your support. We never ask for money. We only challenge you to learn something new.
Educate, folks. That's what we ask you to do. All right, Ned. Now, y'all have a good month, and hopefully we'll see a lot of you. Oh, sorry. The videos. You want to send those to 4acespresents2010@gmail.com. The pictures of you lighting it up blue with the blue light bulb will be able to be posted to the 4ACES Presents fan page. You can find us on Facebook with that, or you can tweet one at us with the hashtags LIUB or hashtag, what is it?
Autism awareness.
So you can send that to us in any which way you see fit, and just make sure you're lighting it up blue for Autism Awareness Month.
On top of that,
and guys, don't forget to add the hashtag 4ACES Presents to that, so that, you know, everybody knows that we here at the 4ACES Presents, as well as you, love to light it up blue.
And we love to support autism.
There you go.